you like Turkish power? You know, man, I have Turkish power in my hands. If I touch somebody, he's already died. I am coming for all of you. For all of you, man. For all of you.
So that was a fucking lie.
Waffling.
Level up. Can I see you as my crush?
Alright, so UFC Seattle just finished. Overall, it was pretty decent. There were some decent fights. Some fights went better than expected. Some fights went a little bit worse than expected. But overall, decent fight night. 7-5 on my predictions. So not amazing. This is what the leaderboard is saying. So right there at the bottom. But it is what it is. Let's just get straight into the fights. Let's go. So this was low-key one of them fight nights where the prelims were probably better than the main card, to be honest. And the first fight was Modestas Bukauskas versus Rafael Cerqueira. First round, Modestas Bukauskas knocked him the hell out, bro. That was a cold knockout. First round got it done. This guy's kind of having a career resurgence, if I must say so myself. This guy, for the knockout, he had some crazy accuracy, landed like 10 punches in a row, and then obviously Cerqueira couldn't really take it anymore. Very decent win for TKO victory for Bukauskas. And yeah, next fight. Next up, we have Nursultan Ruziboyev versus Eric McConaughey. Bro, Nursultan Ruziboyev is low-key a valid fighter, you know? Like, people thought he kind of got forechecked against Joaquin Buckley. You know, Joaquin Buckley is a very good fighter, to be honest. And obviously, Ruziboyev, he knocked out McConaughey second round. Also won the first round pretty comfortably. So yeah, I mean, it's a very decent win for, Ruziboyev. I know no one really knows McConaughey, but a TKO victory is a TKO victory. You get what I'm saying? This guy is also massive for the division. This guy's like 6 foot.
You know what else is massive?
Sorry, bro, I just had to do it to him. Anyway, listen, next fight was Nikolai Verenetikov versus Austin Vanderford. This was a good KO in his debut, I think it was, for Vanderford. Obviously, the big moment in this fight was the post-fight when Nikolai, pushed Austin Vanderford. Yeah, not a very good look. He should get cut, to be honest, for being, unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanship, I don't know. Next fight, Ricky Simone versus Javid Basharat. Bro, this Ricky Simone guy is so hit and miss, bro. And then I guess in this fight it was a hit, bro, because this guy knocked him out first round. The best knockout of the night for sure, in my opinion. Just a clean 1-2, and Javid Basharat was out cold. Man, you never know what to do with this Ricky Simone guy. I think he should just be that guy outside the rankings who just kind of, is a test for up-and-comers. Obviously, Javid Basharat could not pass that test because he got knocked the hell out. So, yeah, very, 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 very good win from Ricky Simone. I'd like to see more in the future, mate. Next fight, Mansour Abdul Malik versus Nick Klein. Mansour Abdul Malik got the finish like I predicted him to. I said first round, it was second round. And to be fair, not without a little bit of resistance. In the first round, I'm pretty sure it was in the first round, Nick Klein, gave him a nice little elbow to his head top. So, yeah, I mean, it was good that he could survive that. It shows that he can kind of go through some adversity as well. But yeah, I mean, decent win from Mansour Abdul Malik. I want to see him get a little bit of a step up in competition. Not too much. You don't want to rush him because you don't want him to get knocked out. But yeah, good win for Mansour Abdul Malik. Next fight, Andre Fili versus Melquizael Costa. Good submission from Costa. Obviously, I thought Fili would get the win here, but fair enough to Costa for getting that submission. I think that was the first submission on the card as well. Bro, I'm telling you, these prelims were stacked. Every single one of the prelims ended in a finish, and then the main card, only one of the fights ended in a finish. But yeah, I mean, this was a decent fight. Yeah, decent win for Melquizael Costa. Man, we gotta talk about this one right here, man. I was already kind of clowning this fight in the beginning of the video. Yeah, Ion Cutelaba versus Ibo Aslan. Ion Cutelaba gets it done via submission first round. To be fair to Ion Cutelaba, it was a very good and crafty submission, but come on, bro. Like, it kind of exposes Ibo Aslan as a one-dimensional fighter. He couldn't even get out of that, which I think you know, if he had like a little bit of wrestling and jiu-jitsu skills and grappling skills, I think he could have got out of that pretty easily. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to bloody speak because I'm not a fighter, am I? But, you know, it kind of shows that he's a bit one-dimensional. He's got some decent power and some decent striking, but that's about it. Ion Kutalaba, crafty vet, as Lucas Tracy would say. I would say he's a crafty vet, man. This guy, I think he deserves okay, look, Ibo Aslan, I think he needs to kind of chill out for a little bit. He needs to fight someone that's a little bit, you know, just average, not exactly amazing, kind of maybe on a losing streak or something like that. Ion Kutalaba, does he deserve a ranking shot? I mean, he's just, you know, submitted probably the hottest prospect outside of rankings, or one of them anyway. Does he deserve a ranked opponent? Maybe. You know, if we look at the rankings, we can see Menefield, Smith, Guskov, Murzakanov. Maybe a fight against Murzakanov, since Murzakanov did pop for steroids. So yeah, maybe Ion Kutalaba deserves that fight. I don't know. I guess we'll see. First fight of the main card, Alonzo Menefield versus Julius Walker. It's also the first fight which didn't end up in a finish, but to be fair, it was the fight of the night, according to Dana White. Yeah, this was, I don't know what's going on here. This fight was kind of boring, but kind of entertaining at the same time. I don't know, it was weird. These guys just, no gas tank. That's all I can say. No gas tank at all. After round one, these brothers were just, you know, hands low, gassed out, no technique, no awareness, just a flipping bar fight brawl, basically, and hugging each other. It was weird, you know. I don't know how this got fight of the night, to be honest. I think some other ones could have got it, but yeah, I think it was it was a short notice fight from Walker. To be fair, I'll give it to him, fighting a top 15 fighter, but yeah, man. Alonzo Menefield should not be ranked. That's all I can say here. I'm just waiting for someone to knock him out so that he can get out the rankings. But yeah, decent fight, I guess. I don't know how to really analyze this one. Next fight, Gene Silva versus Baghdasaryan. Bro, Gene Silva is one of the weirdest characters in UFC. I mean, obviously he's on a tear right now within the UFC. I'm pretty sure he's got a finish in all of his fights so far, but yeah, I mean, obviously Gene Silva got the KO here against Baghdasaryan, or the TKO should I say. Yeah, first of all, very good win for Gene Silva. He did call out Bryce Mitchell, and I would like to see that fight, to be honest, but yeah, I mean, the stoppage was also kind of weird. I mean, Gene Silva hit him with a nice little shot that dropped him, and he was just staring at him, and then the ref, and then he looked back at him, and then he went down and hit him with some pretty hard elbows to the body. I'm sure that probably hurt a lot, but yeah, I mean, very, very good win from Gene Silva. He's a big geek, I can't lie. He's maybe like a little bit mentally not all there, but yeah, I mean, big up Gene Silva, of course. I want to see him versus Bryce Mitchell. Let's go. Bryce Mitchell is ranked, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Is he ranked? Yeah, he's number 13 ranked. So yeah, Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva, make that happen so that, you know, Gene Silva can bloody knock this guy out again. And yeah, I mean, realistically, Bryce Mitchell is not winning that fight. Anyway, next fight. Next fight was the featured fight. Yes, Robert Font versus Gene Matsumoto. Yes, it was a good fight. I mean, obviously, Gene Matsumoto came in on short notice and he almost won. It was a split decision, actually. But yeah, Rob Font did get the win in the end. I do like this new Rob Font look, to be fair. Like, I like the bald look. Before he was just, it was clear that he was balding and he was... Anyway, that's literally nothing got to do with it. Yeah, nice, very good fight. Very good performance from both of them. Good display of heart from Matsumoto. And yeah, good fight, a good, win for Rob Font. It's a decent name because, you know, he was undefeated before and he was a rising prospect. But what's next? I think him versus Marlon Vera. Vera's on not a long losing streak. I think he's on a 1 or 2 fight losing streak. But yeah, I think him versus Marlon Vera would be probably the best fight to make right now for, you know, both their careers. Next fight was the co-main event. Fluffy Hernandez versus Brendan Allen. This is actually a rematch. These guys did fight each other quite a while ago in some random organization. But, you know, Fluffy Hernandez won that one. And he's just won this one as well. Main takeaways from the fight. It was a pretty decent little scrap. I mean, I don't know if you can call it a scrap. It was kind of mostly a wrestling kind of thing. But, yeah, I mean, Anthony Hernandez did clearly win that 29-28. Good first round from Brendan Allen, man. These guys were kind of, trading positions in the wrestling exchanges. But bro, Brendan Allen just has such bad fight IQ, man. Like, genuinely, whenever this guy's in a, kind of dominant position, he's always going to try something crazy, try to go for some niche or rogue submission, and then he gets caught, and then the position gets switched, and then he loses the position, and then Fluffy Hernandez, because he's one of the best, wrestlers in the division, he takes advantage of the situation fully. So yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to watch this guy, Brendan Allen, fight. I think he definitely could have won this fight easily, but yeah, obviously, I'm not going to take anything away from Anthony Hernandez. Good performance from him as well. What's next? Brendan Allen, he needs to fight someone that's trying to come up, man. Whether that be, I don't even know, Michel Pereira does not deserve that fight. Maybe Roman Kopylov, I think that would be a good fight. Roman Kopylov or Bo Nickel, because Bo Nickel's actually ranked right now. So yeah, I think that would be a decent fight. And then actually, you could fight Rainier the Ridder. That would be a good fight as well. For Fluffy Hernandez, bro, he deserves a big fight, man. Get him in there against someone good, man. He deserves, look, he could have a number one contender fight with someone. Whether that be, Robert Whittaker or, Caio Borralho. I think him versus Caio Borralho would be good. I don't know when Caio Borralho, is trying to come back, but, I think him versus Caio Borralho would be a good fight. And finally, the main event, Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. This was, bro, this fight is so odd. It was so infuriating, confusing, all the words you can think of that describes this fight. Yeah, bro, what? I remember I woke up. Yeah, I didn't really watch this in it, but I woke up and I saw Song Yadong won this by decision. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I didn't like to see that because Cejudo is one of my favorite fighters. I mean, I've kind of lost a little bit of, liking for Henry Cejudo after this fight, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, anyway, I saw that, and I saw, okay, he's won a decision after 3 rounds. What's going on? Why has he won a decision after 3 rounds? So then I look up this fight, bro. Tell me why Cejudo's crying. This guy is the first brother in UFC history to take all 5 minutes to after an eye poke. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, clearly it must have been bad if he took all 5 minutes and then afterwards decided that he couldn't fight. I mean, he was even saying to his corner that his eye is actually messed up, like he can't see out of it, so...
Yeah. No, I know, but I can't... Where the f*** am I?
I don't know what's going on with that. Even in the post-fight interview, he was joking around with Michael Bisping.
And I know you took a very nasty eye poke.
We're about to be brothers, Bisping.
Oh, shut up, Nick.
But yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. In the actual fight, when they were fighting... it was a pretty close fight. I mean, they both had, times where they were looking good. I think overall Song Yadong did look better. But I mean, Cejudo probably took a round off him. Some people say Song Yadong did win every round. It was a close one, innit? But you never know what would have happened in them 4th and 5th rounds. I think Cejudo might have been able to, do a little something. But yeah, not exactly amazing. You kind of hate to see it, especially for the main event, bro. You can't be... Yeah, it is what... I mean, obviously, if you can't see, you can't see. Like, you're not gonna... Bro, okay, what I don't get is, why did he not take the no contest instead of a loss on his record, bro? If after that 5-minute timeout, he could have said, I can't see, and he would have got the no contest, bro. Yeah, instead, this guy decides to go to the end of the round, then decides he doesn't want to fight, and then he loses to decision. So I don't even know if that was a thing that they could, after 3 rounds say, yeah, let's do it, judge up to the scorecards after 3 rounds. But yeah, so that's what they did, and Song Yadong won because he was up on the scorecards. So yeah, I mean, you really do hate to see it, especially from Cejudo, who's kind of a legend, even though he's kind of diminishing his legacy, which is not something you like to see. But yeah, what's next for them, man? Song Yadong, obviously... He just got a win over what ranked was Cejudo? Number 7? Yeah, number 7. So I think he can fight up now. I think Corey Sandhagen's booked against Figueiredo. Yeah, Song Yadong versus Umar Nurmagomedov. That would be a good fight. I would like to see that, especially because Umar Nurmagomedov is also coming off of a loss. So yeah, I think that's a good little number 1 contenders match. For Cejudo, oh bro, I would say retire, but I know he's not going to do that. Either move down to flyweight. I don't know if that's actually healthy for him at his age and this point in his career, but I think he has no future in the. If I'm being real, this guy has no future in the bantamweight division. The only chance he has is if you go down to flyweight. He has talked a lot of times about going down to flyweight. I want to see that happen. Please do it. But yeah, if he stays in this division, him versus Bautista, bro, that's already kind of a fight. That's got a little bit of hype, like a tiny little bit of hype. It's already got a little bit of a build up. Or just do him versus Jose Aldo. That's the easiest thing you could do. Then both of them retire on the same night. Lovely jubbly. But yeah, I mean, I want to see him go down to flyweight or retire. But if not, Jose Aldo or Mario Bautista. Lovely. Anyway, that's about it. There's only one last thing that I can say.
It'd be weird if I say I'm gonna eat him out.
I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.